All right, we're back. I'm spot on weather meteorologist Matthew Euler, and we're back. I just want to take my time with this particular video. I'm going to do a part two with this right now. So, if we're looking at long range final thoughts, this is what we have right now, and I did not want to rush through these. Very important. It's a summary of what we just took a look at. The possibility exists that southeastern Virginia could see two separate winter precipitation events between this Thursday night, the 5th of January, and Sunday, the 8th of January. All right. And again, there's a lot of uncertainty still, as we're about the 4 to 6 day range right now, and a lot can change with storm tracks, with rain snow line placement. Just the depth of the cold air coming down from the northwest, the timing of cold air in conjunction with precipitation. These are the main things I always focus in on for the forecast and providing these videos to you, because those are the most important factors in determining what kind of precipitation we're going to get in this area. All right. Now there could be one major storm system, or two weaker storm systems, or even just one major storm system. Again, it depends on the dynamics, the upper level dynamics. We do have going for us is we have a nice upper level trough here at 300 millibars that's dipping into the eastern United States. So we got a lot of colder air that's going to be filtering a northwest to southeast orientation of colder air that's spilling into southeast Virginia. We will keep an eye on to see where these jet streaks set up. If one pivots around the base of the trough and ends up over the top of us, and we're in either the left exit or the right entrance region, that could be upper level divergence, which means that we have rising air motion, clouds, and a pretty good storm system on our hands. So we have to watch that. But there's a lot. And then also, we have the trough, like I mentioned, and we also have the colder air. And where does that greatest contrast set up between the colder air that we're going to have coming into our area and the warmer air to the southeast? That's really where that storm system is going to track along. All right, we're watching Thursday night and Friday morning. We're watching that little storm system. And we're watching Saturday, especially afternoon into Sunday morning. We're watching that storm system also. As of right now, the bigger impact looks to be the Saturday-Sunday system, but that is subject to change, folks. We are still 5 days out, and model forecast data is not in agreement with each other, by the way, right now either. So the models are fighting with each other. The American GFS is the wetter, more intense or robust winter storm type scenario. The European, meanwhile, has kept it pretty dry in here. So we'll just have to see what happens over time, over the next couple days. Next 48 hours will be critical in determining really what's going to happen. It's too early to tell the specific details, such as the depth of the cold air, the rain snow line. Where does that set up? Where does that low pressure center, that storm track, where does that go? The storm track farther south and east will result in colder air remaining in place here and frozen precipitation in southeast Virginia, especially Hampton Road cities. A storm track too far offshore, that's not going to produce much in the way of precip at all. In fact, we could just have a Arctic high building in, and we could remain dry the entire period over the weekend. Storm tracks too close to the coast, on the other hand, will draw warmer air in off the Atlantic, making for a colder rain. Or perhaps it starts as a snow and transitions to a rain. Temperatures are mild enough, perhaps 40 to 42 degrees, to where we get an elevated warm layer into Virginia Beach and Chesapeake. If the storm track is too close, that will bring winds from the southeast, and that is going to advect or draw in warmer air in off the relatively warmer Atlantic. Now, it's not super warm out there, the water temperatures, but it's warm enough to erode the cold layer and to possibly result in a colder rain, a transition from a snow to a colder rain, and perhaps the event is mainly just a colder rain. The other thing, again, I mentioned is a lot of times we have winter, and especially in wintertime, we get cold, dry air where you have a large temperature spread, lower relative humidity, you have a larger temperature spread between your air temperature, and your dew point, and it takes a while for the boundary layer to get saturated. And so what looks like, you look at the radar and say, hey, it's snowing over us, and it's not, but yet it's still not reaching the surface, because as the snow is falling from aloft in the clouds, it is evaporating as it gets closer to the ground. So that will cut back on snowfall totals also. So that's something else to keep in mind. It's tricky. We do know that cold air will move into southeastern Virginia beginning Thursday, the 5th of January. This Thursday, we do know that colder air is going to be filtering in. A cold period is on tap from Thursday, the 5th of January through Monday, the 9th. And then we're looking to be milder after that next week, believe it or not. Now, stay tuned to Spot On Weather for the latest updates. I most likely will not have a video tomorrow on Tuesday, but I'm hoping to get one out again on Wednesday evening. That's my hope. And if it still looks like we're on track to get these storm systems, winter systems, my hope is to be able to put a map out with snow totals, where the rain snow line is going to set up, that type of thing. And so I know it's very important to you for planning purposes, all you folks out there, to know what's going to happen. But just a quick summary, and then I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Storm system number 1, okay? Again, that looks to come in starting Thursday evening, just after 7 p.m. Looks like it may start off as a mix of rain and snow, changing to all light snow showers. But, you know, this is looking more impressive than it did yesterday. The strength of this low, the track of the low, the amount of moisture available, that's looking a little bit more robust than it did, say, yesterday or even the day before, where it appeared much weaker. And then the fact that it's lingering in the area with frozen precipitation, snow possibly for Southeast Virginia and Hampton Roads. You notice the extent of this too, by the way, that the snow is not extending very far back to the west because you have this high pressure building in behind the system. But in a lot of cases, when Southeast Virginia gets the heaviest snow, especially Hampton Road cities, there's a definite cutoff to the snow. And farther back towards I-95 and Richmond and up to D.C., they don't really get much of the snow whenever Southeast Virginia in the past has been hit with big snowstorms. So something to keep an eye on. It's disturbance 1. Disturbance 2, cold high pressure overhead. Here comes the next storm system developing. It's a southern low, which is what we look for in winter for actual snowstorms for Southeast Virginia. Snow is to the north. I mean, the snow is going all the way down to northern Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. And that system then is off the panhandle of Florida. It's going to move up the coast. Snow moves in here by mid-afternoon Saturday. And then this gets pretty strong. The snow actually falls at a pretty good rate on the backside of this low on Saturday night and into Sunday. Sunday morning, 7 a.m., it'll start tapering down the snow. But again, based on this data, we'd be looking at 3 to 5 inches of snow. So again, just wanted to summarize those. Storm system 2 looks bigger. Okay, this system looks bigger than storm system 1 Thursday night and Friday. All right. All right, that wraps everything up today. I hope everybody has a great Monday. I hope everybody's New Year's getting off to a great start. Don't forget to follow us, Spot On Weather, Facebook, Twitter, and then, of course, this YouTube channel. So I wish everybody a great Monday. Try to stay dry. I know it's rainy out there. Couple mild days today on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before the Arctic cold front moves in and the temperatures start dropping and things get really interesting around here. All right, that's it for now. Spot On Weather. Just remember, if we're not spot on, we're not doing it right. Have a great day. I'll hopefully be making a video on Wednesday. Have a good Monday.